Thanks for joining us. Take a look at this hazards page. You know, if you've paid attention to the weather pattern since January, because of the high pressure system that's overwhelmingly ruled out any storm coverages, we haven't had but a few winter weather advisories. Very few storm warnings for the San Juans, a couple of winter weather advisories for the central and northern zones. Everything's been jammed up on the front range with storm watches, storm warnings, and advisories there. But that all changes. So getting out this weekend, imperative to you. If you like getting outside and playing, if you like enjoying the sunshine, if you do enjoy great temperatures Saturday and Sunday afternoon, that will be for you. Unless you prefer winter. And then all of next week will be right up your alley. I expect we'll see some winter weather advisories for the lower valley elevations for next week with this incoming storm system. A lot of elements are in play and everything is looking favorable. We don't have that ridge of high pressure over the western third of the United States. What we do have this weekend is just a temporary ridge, and that's allowing our temperatures to really warm up today. Now, as far as the averages go, Grand Junction should be about 48 degrees. Montrose should be about 46 degrees. Saturday afternoon for Gunnison, the Gunnison Valley, above 32, is an enjoyable day, to say the least. Now, it's only a temporary high-pressure system. We will continue building on these temperatures for Sunday afternoon as well. We'll go a little bit more mild, slightly above the averages. Now, our low temperatures in the mornings, that's a whole other story. We won't get to the averages until about, well, Monday morning. We'll see, and we will actually feel a surge of warm air, because the storm system that's incoming for the end of the weekend, the start of next week, is going to push in a southwest flow. So we will get winds on the increase late Sunday into Monday. We'll get clouds on the increase late Sunday into Monday. So that's going to help boost our low temperatures Monday morning into the lower 30s. Until then, it's low 20s, and that's slightly below the averages. Grand Junction should be about 25. Montrose should be about 22. We won't achieve those. So we're going to have these chilly starts, but we have these great afternoons, mostly clear. Now, dry. That's the bigger problem. Montrose has about a half-inch rain deficit. Grand Junction's working on a 3/4-inch rain deficit. Now, that all could get eliminated next week. That's how significant this incoming storm system is. Now, typically, we've had a ridge of high pressure occupying the western third of the United States. That ridge, or a ridge of high pressure, is stuck now out in the middle of Central Pacific Ocean. Now, we do have a low-pressure system circulating off the California coast. That's going to be present all weekend. This is going to help direct the storms, because if you remember, we had that high-pressure system, and on the eastern periphery of it, we had these weak little systems coming down along the divide, primarily benefiting the Front Range. You do recall that, because that's all we've been talking about all week. Now, with the position, this new position of the high-pressure system off into the Central Pacific, because of this low-pressure system this weekend not allowing it back in, this low-pressure system this weekend is also allowing more energy to drop down, more low-pressure systems. Now, that eastern periphery that storms have been riding along, that is now positioned off the west coast, and that puts us into a prime spot for getting storms moving through. Deep area of low pressure going to dip down. The southwest flow will be experienced late Sunday into Monday. So we'll get that cloudy increase. We'll get that breezy increase. And Sunday night into Monday morning, the snow will start to fall in the Pacific Northwest. Cold fronts, I think we've got about 2 of them coming through next week. One of them on Tuesday is going to help enhance some of the snowfall for us. Let's take a look at the extended forecast, because this is what we're talking about. For the mountain zones, it's Sunday night through Thursday morning. For the lower elevations, basically, we have a chance of snow showers Monday morning. I think it'll be a rain-snow mix, because we're still going to be very mild Monday. But getting into Monday night, ahead of the cold front coming through, more wind is expected. Getting into Tuesday morning with the colder temperatures, and those cold temperatures will stick around. It's not like the precip is going to evaporate away. It's not like the cold front's not going to be here. It's not like we won't have a lifting mechanism or the cold air. We will have plenty of that for next week, so there's no reason not to believe we'll be under winter weather advisories for the lower elevations. So I'm talking 5,500 feet for Grand Junction, 6,200 feet for Montrose, and that's give or take 100 feet. I know that there's elevation differences, and those are not the exact airport elevations, but areas like Glade Park, for example, areas like Paonia, the higher elevated sites, above 65, above 7,500 feet. These areas are going to start picking up some snow, much needed snow. Now, there's no reason not to believe that our mountain zones won't get into winter storm warnings. It'll happen as a watch. It'll get upgraded to warnings. And already we're talking about some mountain zones with as little as 10 inches, other mountain zones with as much as 30 inches of snow over this period of time between Sunday night and Thursday morning. So if you're traveling, if you're on the road, if you have to get to an airport, if you need to go up and over the passes next week, you need to fine-tune your travel itinerary and stick with westernslopenow.com or tune in regularly for the Storm Team, because this is going to be a big winter storm system for us, and it's been a while since we've